If what this person is saying is true, then Mortal Kombat 1 as we know it is done up. Freedem, guys! What's going on, people? It's your boy Clutch Chaos, and welcome back to another Mortal Kombat 1 video. Now, as you see from the title and the intro, it's what I said, you feel me? If this individual is right, Mortal Kombat 1's officially done up, man. I'm not too familiar with the homie right here, although, before we even get started, can we leave a like on the video? Can we comment? Can we comment our thoughts, please? Can we subscribe to the channel if you haven't already? You're not obligated to, but it would mean a lot to me. Okay, back on the serious tip. I'm not too familiar with this person, Fate Unknown. This person is very informative of Mortal Kombat 1. They've pretty much been right about everything that's happened with Mortal Kombat 1 in terms of the launch, in terms of what characters are going to be in the game, in terms of just everything Mortal Kombat 1 behind the scenes related. This person has said something and has been right 100% of the time, so it's hard to go against what we're about to read here. Apparently, the Kombat Pack 3 and the second DLC story expansion, like we talked about in the review where we suggested that there's probably going to be a second story expansion, well, it was in the works, and apparently from this source here, they're saying that it got shelved, it got canceled, and it's over with, and it's due to the fact that Chaos Reigns was sold poorly. That sounds disappointing as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, the Mortal Kombat fan in me, the diehard fan in me, doesn't want to believe this, doesn't want to believe this at all. We have to look at some facts here, man. I mean, Chaos Reigns didn't really do that good. The biggest critique of Chaos Reigns was, number one, it was pretty much marketed on some like, this is about to be incredible, and then when we got the story mode, it really wasn't all that. It was pretty mid. And not only that, but you couldn't get the characters separate from the story mode. You had to buy the complete bundle, which, by the way, the complete bundle, which if my memory is correct, the bundle was like $50 to $60. I'm gonna say 50. I'm gonna keep it safe. I'm gonna say it was $50. So we're wasting an additional $50 a year into the game's release to get a story mode that's pretty mid. The characters we received so far are really good, and they are really, really good characters. It's just like a slap in the face of like, really, NRS? Like, you know, and let me not say NRS. It's not NRS. It's not Ed Boon, right? This is WB. This is how it is. This is how they have to do their stuff to make their bread, because at the end of the day, even though these are video games and we love to play video games, behind the scenes, all of this is business. Everything is about business, and it makes sense why Mortal Kombat 1 would be canceling Kombat Pack 3 and the second expansion. Business-wise, it's smart, because it's like, well, if Chaos Reigns didn't do that good, why would we waste more resources on a potential second story mode that might flop as well, and might flop even more because the first one already flopped? So like, it's hard to bring people who've already given up on the game back in. So it makes sense from a business standpoint. We just read this real fast. Shout out to Fate Unknown. If you guys know this person, you give them a shout out, you give them a follow, all that good stuff. But this is the person that tells us about the leaks and all that stuff. They give us kind of like the behind the scenes scoop. Think of it as the Woj of Mortal Kombat. Listen, guys, if you feel free to check me in the comments if everything is BS. If you want me to just fact check stuff, let me know in the comments. It says here, Kombat Pack 3 and a second story expansion were planned, all canceled recently. No more characters after Kombat Pack 2. A cameo or two might make it since there has been work done on them, but I don't know yet. This person says, thanks for the info. Any ideas why they were canceled? And Fate Unknown replies and says, it had to do with Chaos Reigns being sold poorly. For someone that enjoyed Chaos Reigns, I enjoyed the story for what it was. I expected a lot more, but what I ended up receiving, I wasn't too upset at it. Noob Saibot is a broken character. I mean, Noob Saibot is one of the funnest characters in Mortal Kombat 1. Sector is another fun character that I really, really enjoyed. I did not expect to like Sector as much as I do like this character. Cyrex, as of right now, is probably my least favorite character to drop in Kombat Pack 2, but it's because you have to learn this character a lot in order to really like get the get the experience that you want with this character. Don't even get me started on this character. Ghostface is fucking amazing. One of the best guest characters to ever be in Mortal Kombat. He's ridiculous, bro. The combos, the strings, the resets, everything it's just beautiful about this character. I really hope that this is just a rumor. I really hope that Ed Boon or NRS or Dominic comes out and says, hey, you know, you guys been hearing things, but it's not really that true. Ed Boon has religiously said many times, we are going to support Mortal Kombat 1 to the fullest. We're going to support it as long as we can. We're going to support it the longest Mortal Kombat game that's ever going to be supported. But you have to take into consideration that he said that as well about Mortal Kombat 11. And in 2 to 3 years, Mortal Kombat 11 was pretty much done dropping characters, dropping story expansions. So, I mean, we're not that far off from Mortal Kombat 1 hitting its 3rd year. I mean, we're only like, what, 4 or 5 months? I think we're like 4 months in to Chaos Reigns, and you know, it's already getting this rumor, it's already getting this traction of like, well, they're probably gonna be done supporting this. What also strikes me as very confusing is that WB recently, not even like, I think like a month ago, they put out a statement saying that Mortal Kombat alongside Hogwarts were going to be 2 game titles out of a couple that they mentioned, but these are the 2 that were kind of like the big dogs, and that they were gonna focus and push these games to the fullest. They were gonna focus primarily on Mortal Kombat games and Hogwarts games because they're planning on doing a sequel to Hogwarts. A lot of people were confused because like, wait a minute, like the timetable of Mortal Kombat is that we get Mortal Kombat and then we get Injustice. Now, Mortal Kombat 11, they kind of skipped that timetable and went straight to Mortal Kombat 1. We as the fans, we thought, hey, Injustice 3 is the next game. Like, it's not even a question. Then, when WB makes that statement saying that Mortal Kombat is going to be the focal point and is going to be the primary, now we're kind of asking ourselves, okay, well, it looks like they just announced that Injustice 3 is not happening. It's not going to come out. So that would mean that another Mortal Kombat game's coming out, whether it's Mortal Kombat 2 or if it's a spin-off like Shaolin Monk style. So it's just confusing that Ed Boon, not even like months ago, was just talking about how they got so much more to come. There's much more in store, more characters, more other things happening. You got WB standing with Mortal Kombat saying, hey, we're gonna push this game, we're gonna make it the focal point, we're gonna give it our all. And then it's like, well, now they're talking about Combat Pack 3 being canceled. They're saying that the story mode was in development, but now it's been shelved. So it's a little bit of a downer. It's disappointing. Now, if this is true, right, if Ed Boon says that is true, then I mean, it's not surprising, right? Mortal Kombat 1 has not had a good light for a very long time. To be honest, playing Mortal Kombat 1 today is a much better experience than playing it a year from now. So the fact that the game's getting better and they are already thinking about canceling the game, it really sucks. I'm a person that I have to hear from the horse's mouth. I gotta hear from Ed Boon, I gotta hear from Dominic, I gotta hear from NRS. They have to be the ones to let me know that this shit is true and that everything's gonna be canceled. So until I hear from them, I'm not gonna be on this, you know, on this train of trying to figure out if this person's telling me the truth, even though they've been right 100% of the time. You gotta understand, like, I'm taking a risky bet here by not trusting this individual when this individual hasn't been wrong about a damn thing they've said about Mortal Kombat 1 yet. At the end of the day, it's unfortunate because I do like Mortal Kombat 1. I do think that Mortal Kombat 1 is a fun game. I do think the gameplay is fun. It is true. I mean, the game today plays a hell of a lot better than back then. The amount of fun I have today is still freaking dope. Not to mention, every DLC character that's came out, they're just so unique and they're just fleshed out and they get away with so much that you see the hope and potential. And you know, even the older characters are getting new moves. You know, Smoke getting a new move, Scorpion having new moves, Sub-Zero getting new moves, Reptile having a cancelable move. Then you have characters like, you know, you have characters like Baraka, you have characters like Raiden that have been nerfed and they haven't gotten their praise yet. You know, characters like Johnny Cage that got nerfed and they just haven't went back to that character. You know, a character like Sindel that's
broken as shit. Can you nerf this fucking queen, please? Oh my god!
And another thing I want to mention too, you know, this is probably irrelevant to the video, but I'm sick of guest characters, man. I mean, can we just get back to the horror movie guest characters? Because if this is true and we're not gonna get any more characters after this, it's a big fucking letdown that we're gonna be stuck with Conan the Barbarian, T-1000, Omni-Man, Peacemaker, and Homelander. I don't give a shit about none of these guest characters. Ghostface is the only one that makes sense, that fits in the world perfectly.
But Clutch, Omni-Man, and Homeland, I don't give a shit.
Put them in Injustice, man. Like, I don't like superheroes transitioning into the Mortal Kombat world. I don't like that. The Joker being an MK11 was so dumb, and the fact that he was one of the broken characters just made me even more pissed off that you take a character that has nothing to do with Mortal Kombat and you make him the most formidable warrior in the roster like, it's ridiculous. That's my little rant. If you guys are disappointed, let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feel about this news. If it is true, if it's not true, let me know if you guys think this is a rumor, if this is BS, if I'm just chatting shit. I can understand why this is happening, right? If this is true, I get why it's happening. Leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, cue my music. I'm out of here. Mortal Kombat gameplay coming soon. Freedem, guys! Zimmy!